Melanie lay on her bed, in the process of being thickly diapered. She loved having John do this to her, she enjoyed it thoroughly, and apparently so did he. He pulled a pink flannel diaper on her as a finishing touch, holding in the mass of disposables he had managed to tape on. On came the familiar locking panties, securing themselves with a click. She felt an exhilarating rush go through her with the sound. She was now helplessly locked in diapers. She giggled at the thought. John opened the door on her closet, selecting the pink romper that Courtney and the girls had used on her before. He helped her into it, securing the zipper in the back after she was inside. She felt the thick cotton material against her skin, entombing her more, completing her helpless state. The sleeves had no end for the hands, they ended in with thick cottony padding to prevent her hands from gripping anything. She smiled at John, who smiled back. He picked her up and carried her downstairs to the kitchen. "What did you do wrong today, little girl?" he asked, after setting her in the oversized, locking high chair her mum had bought. She felt excited again as the lock clicked shut. "I had Courtney's uniform officially changed to diapers." She squealed excitedly. "Oh, that's a bad girl," he said from behind a smile. He began feeding her, slowly. She took in the spoonful of strained peaches, and stomached them with a grimace. She stuck her tongue out. "These things are nasty," she said. "Isn't there anything else?" "Well," he said. "Just the special oatmeal." His voice trailed off. She thought for a moment. "Go for it." John went to the refrigerator, tossing out the peaches on his way. He pulled out a Tupperware container, one of 4. He threw it in the microwave momentarily, heating up the oatmeal solution. Melanie giggled as it heated in the microwave. "Done," said John, his statement reinforced by the ding of the microwave. He began to feed her the oatmeal. Shortly after, the phone rang. Melanie nodded towards the phone, and John picked it up. "Hello," he greeted. Hi," came an embarrassed voice. "Is Melanie there?" "Yeah, sure, hold on." John motioned towards Melanie, indicating the phone was for her. She nodded she would take it, and John walked over, holding it next to her ear. "Hello, Melanie, it's Courtney." Melanie smiled. Her curiosity must have gotten the better of her. "How can I help you, dear?" Courtney was desperate. She really had to go to the bathroom, but couldn't stand to expel her waste into the diapers that she was trapped in. "I need the key," said Courtney. Silence on the other side of the line. "I'm sure you'll make do, dear. See you tomorrow." Melanie hung up. Courtney still held the phone to her ear, looking straight ahead in disbelief. "Make do?" she shouted. She slammed the phone on the hook and collapsed on her bed, enraged. How could she have been so stupid as to put these horrible things on? She was locked in diapers, which would undoubtedly be dirty by tomorrow, and she had to go to school. She now knew what Melanie had felt like. Courtney snapped back to attention as she heard footsteps outside her room. She quickly dove under the covers of her bed, covering up the diapers she was wearing. Her mum walked in, looking around her room. "Are you okay, honey? We heard you yell from downstairs." "I'm fine, Mum," she meekly responded. "I was just yelling at an idiot over the phone." Her mum nodded and left. Courtney urgently had to relieve the pressure on her bowels and bladder now. She hadn't gone to the toilet all day, ignoring the faint feeling during 4th block. Skipping the bathrooms at the locker room. Now she was stuck. She lay on her bed, staring at the ceiling, concentrating on not going in the diapers. She thought back to what all they'd done to Melanie. Surely she wouldn't do all of that to her, would she? Melanie still had everything she needed, especially the diapers. Her mum kept everything, and Melanie obviously had an ample supply of her own.